Poetry and point of views. 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 Put that pen to paper and put the work in, then you turn it into something. Poetry and point of views. Poetry and point of views. Put that pen to paper, what we gon' get? Point of views and a good conversation. Poetry and point of views. Poetry and point of views. Put that pen to paper, that pen to paper. Poetry and point of views. Hey y'all, hey. So I'm back with another episode of Poetry and Point of Views. And so this time I'm by myself. And although the format is for somebody else to be performing while the other person asks the questions and, it's supposed to be drinks flowing and all that other stuff, since it's just me, what I decided to do was give y'all a story time that have to do with the poems. I hate a nigga who lead with a fucking wallet just to find out that they wallet is full of fucking business cards and fucking maxed out fucking credit cards and shit. I'm like, you's a bitch nigga. But anyway, so I was talking to him and we was talking back and forth, but then I was like, ooh, he a liar. This nigga is a real bad liar too. He not even a good liar, okay? He's the kind of nigga that will tell you something like, on Tuesday we're gonna do X, Y, and Z, and then when it gets to Tuesday we doing A and B, and that's it. If A and B, okay? This nigga will say Tuesday and 10 Tuesdays will pass and he still ain't got that shit together, okay? He's just upset because I know his truth, and he is a liar, and I'm trying to figure out, nigga, you're 60, lying like you 21. Why, Jesus? All this man do is lie. Excuse me. And then gonna get mad at me. Like, nigga, if you actually knew what was going on the whole time, you would have been mad at me. Okay. So basically, this man tried to finesse me. This first poem is called Karma. And it's very much is like a real life rendition of Summer Walker's Karma. I'm just karma. I'm just here to do my job. Okay? I'm just here to do my job. Because the one thing that I do know about this man is that he lie. Okay? Lie real bad. So let's get into karma so I can tell you about some of these lies, y'all. Okay. Karma. I ain't shit. But I like it though. He was lying like fuck, talking about he prayed for me. I am not the answer to his pretend prayers. But since you want to lie on my Jesus, I had to terrorize you. At first, I was chilling. But all that man did was lie, no matter what. He got money on his mind, but he could never make enough. If he did pray for a woman to be a blessing in his life, Jesus answered his prayers. But he didn't get what he wanted. That motherfucker got what he deserved. That motherfucker got what he deserved. There is power in my prayer. So I found out your tea. All this nigga do is lie to me. He said I got a clean bill of health. Lie. He said I got money. My pockets stay fat. Big lie. He said, I only have 2 daughters. Super fucking lie. You have a son and a grown daughter in Brooklyn. He thought he could control this lost little kitten, but he's mad as fuck now that he's all scratched up and bitten. Right. So let's get into the lies. I already addressed. Oh, okay. So first of all, he said that he prayed for me. I thought that shit was so funny because nigga, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Why is you laying on my Jesus like that? He ain't got nothing to do with this. He don't have nothing to do with this. So you was looking, you was praying with your eyes. That's called lust, and you wasn't. Anyways. So I just feel like this. You's a fucking liar. All you do is lie. You did not pray for me, and if you did, the Lord answered you with my karmic behind. Because not only did I not like you, you talk about this man tried to tell me, oh, I feel like you just tolerate me. Toleration? It's not even that high. It could never be that high. I mean, I've just accepted you existing next to me in my space sometimes. And I really don't like that you're here. Anyways, so yeah, he lied about praying for me because bitch, no you didn't. Bitch, no you didn't, but okay. And then when he was talking about I got a clean bill of health. Nigga, how I found out that you don't have a clean bill of health is because the Lord woke me up out my sleep. And I just happened to open my eyes and seen you sneaking, taking your fucking pills that you was hiding in that third drawer up underneath them clothes. Stupid. Because you don't have a clean bill of health and you smoking them cigarettes back to back. Baby, you finna die soon. You old, lonely, miserable, and you on your way out the door. Okay, you finna kick that bucket. And I will say this, I see why Yvette cheated on you, bitch. I see exactly why one day she just was gone. Okay, I'm talking about left the kids, left the house, left everything. She packed up her little shit and dipped, said fuck all of this. Because you're controlling, manipulative, and you stay lying. This nigga don't even know what the truth is, baby. He can't spell truth. He don't even know. Can't comprehend that motherfucker because all he do is lie, honey. Lie. Let's see, what else can we get into? Oh, he said he only have 2 daughters. Now, this is the crazy part. You go sit up here and claim the 2 daughters that you had with your ex-wife that just left you, just up and left one day, right? You claim her 2 children, but I know for a fact, because, okay, I got up in that phone. Niggas always think that second phone don't have no T in it, but that's where the T be. And he owed, too, so I had to go searching in them emails to go find what I was looking for. But anyways, nigga, you have a daughter in Brooklyn and she has 2 fucking kids. And she's sending you videos of them and stuff and asking you, talking about some, Dad, can you send me $20? Dad? And she lives in Brooklyn? Oh, okay. And then I found out that he got a son. That's the line. It was like, you have a son. You'll tell me you have 2 grown children. No, you have 3 grown daughters. And then you have a little boy, I think, who was born in 2017. Okay? You have a little boy. I'm not going to put his name out there, but it's fucked up how you're a junior and you didn't let him be the third. Because from what I seen from them court documents and stuff like that, you and his mama don't get along. You and his mama don't get along at all. She was probably the one that used to tell you a liar all the time and that you're petty, and that's why every time I called him a liar and said that he was petty, oh man, they triggered the fuck out this. Oh, stop calling me petty. I'm not petty. Bitch, yes you are. Uberly petty. Annoyingly petty. Bitchy petty. Okay? Bitchy petty. Like, and when I say bitchy petty, he tried to keep my tampons. What the fuck are you gonna do with those, sir? Shove them up your ass? Bitch. And then this last little line, he very much thought that I was a lost little kitten, very naive, that I had book smarts but no street smarts. So for you to be sitting there thinking that I'm just scrolling on my phone, not doing shit, not about shit, X, Y, and Z, baby, you're the dummy. But that's neither here nor there. When I realized that all this nigga do is lie like a motherfucker and pretend, and he try to floss and all that other stuff, like it's giving fake watch. Cause why you got two of them that look exactly the same? I don't think that shit is solid gold, sir. It might be a solid metal, but gold, debatable. But anyways, yeah, like he was playing, and so I started playing even harder. Okay, I'm talking about he tried to hide them keys from me. I went through his pockets and found them damn keys to the house, and then I kept them on my body at all times. Yes, ma'am, I had them house keys in my bonnet, sleeping real good with my mouth guarded and my eye cover on, drooling and shit. Yes, ma'am. He was mad as fuck he couldn't get that key up off of me. When I finally put the key on the bed, that man gonna snatch the keys back. Give me back my motherfucking key. Oh my God, he just mad because I wouldn't give him back the key, and then he gonna change the locks. That's illegal, sir. You can't do that. Not in your building. You can't do that. That's 1, 2. So change the locks, bitch. It don't make me no never mind. I was ready to go anyway. I definitely was telling Jesus like 2 seconds before I was talking to him, like, man, I'm tired of all this sneaking around. It's starting to get on my nerves. And then the Lord was like, well, you ain't got to sneak no more. So, hey y'all. This is going to have to be episode 2, part 2. So, okay, so this one is called I Got the Connection He Didn't Want to Get, right? And it's about that nigga that puts me out. That shit was funny as hell. So, this nigga that I was dealing with, he was pretending to like have money and pretending to floss, basically emulating the landlord dude, right? And you know, he was fake flossing and all this other stuff, and I knew he was lying. I knew he was lying, but I had just got to a point where I was like, I'm tired of calling you a liar. You know you a liar. You know you a liar. I know you a liar. Like, bitch, whatever. I just don't believe nothing you got to say. And it's always a lying ass motherfucker get upset when you don't believe nothing that they say. Bitch, every time you open your mouth and talk to me, your ass is lying. The fuck? Anyway, so basically this man was just in the way. He was like the middleman. And his middleman ass was definitely in the fucking way. Like, bruh, go ahead on with all that bullshit. You feel me? Like, it's not necessarily that I was talking to this man. It was the fact that I was talking to this man without that nigga. Yeah. Even though I had told him about the meeting or whatever, which I shouldn't have did, but you know, you live and you learn. He was trying to be sneaky and stand outside and wait for the nigga like we was both going. So when I get outside, I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm waiting for so-and-so with you. I just assumed that we was going to talk together. Well, I learned in the 11th grade from my AP US history teacher that when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. Okay? AKA he showed his ass, and I sure did hop my ass in that car and drive away with that man and talk to him without that motherfucker. Okay, he was mad as shit. And that's the other thing, is like, when I talked to this man, I got all of the tea. I got the true story. I actually got the truth. So that little thin veil of like glass or whatever that he was trying to keep up with this false fucking reality is shattered in an instant. As soon as I hopped in the car with that nigga, he already knew what time it was. So when I had came back or whatever, I was not finna deal with him. I'm like, look, I know you want me to get out or whatever, but I'm finna go hang out right quick. I'll leave when I get back. Baby, Baby, when I came back, I think I might insert the video. When I had came back or whatever, he took all my stuff out of the apartment. Anyway. So what was I saying? So I got cute and I left, and I went to a free concert in the Bronx. I had a great time. I came back, I was high as fuck. So when I come back, girl, when I come back, this motherfucker changed the locks because he was trying to take the key from me because he controlled it. So he tried to take the key from me so I couldn't go nowhere. You know what I mean? Trying to make it seem like I lost the key, but really he took it. Well, I took that shit back. And he was never able to fucking retrieve that shit from me because I kept it on my person at all times. I kept the keys on me at all times. And when I went to sleep, I put them keys in my bonnet. Amen. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Because I'm going to come and go as I please, like your lying ass said I could. The fuck? So he changed the locks. Which he legally can't do. Not in the place he at, but I don't give a damn. When I came to the door, man, that fucking door was all scratched up like rats was on it or some shit like that. I'm like, he was over there like, stupid bitch, I got you. He changed them locks. And then, so I start banging on the door, like, well, not banging, but knocking real hard, very stern. This nigga tried to act like he didn't hear me, but I'm like, bitch, you got the music down low. Like, I can hear you. These walls is not that good. So he gonna come up to the door. I hear him looking through the peephole talking about some, who is it? Oh, you a big sassy bitch. That's exactly why I cut his middleman ass out. You sassy ass bitch, you're mad because I know the truth and you know you can't lie to me no more. The fuck? So, what happened? So I was like, come on, you know who this is. Like, stop fucking playing. And then he mumbled something. I couldn't hear shit he said. He mumbled some little bitch shit. And I just started knocking on the door again. So this nigga gonna try to crack the door open, talking about, oh, your stuff is, you know, because there's in his apartment complex, there's an apartment. It's really just a room that's nobody's in right now because it was a crackhead and all this other shit. And they got to change the locks on that motherfucker so he could get in there. And so he took all my stuff and he put it over there. Okay, so when he opened up the door, he was like, oh, all your stuff is in number 9. And I was like, well, I need to get up in here to make sure that all my shit is out. And he was trying to not let me in, and I pushed the door in. I pushed my way in. Nigga, fuck you. So I get up in there and I'm checking everything because I don't trust your ass. You real sneaky. Like, you real sneaky. You just not good at it. You actually pretty dumb and petty. You think, like, and that's the problem with people who think they know it all. That is the issue with motherfuckers who think they know it all, because you don't, and because you have this flawed fucking perception that you know every goddamn thing. That's how you get fucked over. That's how shit happens right in front of your eyes and you don't even fucking notice that shit, bitch. That's how that happens. Okay, I am a perpetual student. I know for a goddamn fact, excuse me, Lord, I know for a fucking fact that I don't know everything. There's so much to be learned and I'm gonna die before I know everything. Okay? So, this dumb nigga was watching me and I'm going through, you know, the apartment or whatever, make sure I got all my shit. Why he tried to keep my fanny pack, that shit was cute as hell, my umbrella, and 2 boxes of my tampons. What you gonna do with my tampons? Stick it up your budussy? Bitch. Like, he's 60 years old. You too old to be acting like that. You too old to be acting like that. And you're mad because you thought you could play me. You're absolutely positively fucking irritated because you thought that you could play my ass out. And that's not what happened. That's not what happened, bitch. And that's not what's gonna happen. You can't fucking play me. I played him. Because all he had to do was tell the truth and not lie. Like, he a lying ass nigga. Just lying. All he do is lie. So anyway, I grabbed the rest of my shit or whatever, right? And I went into number 9. So I see all my stuff. He's so petty. He's so petty the way he put it up in there. But I'm like, I don't give a fuck. So I went through all my shit and I made sure that his petty ass didn't do something crazy like fucking try to rip up my passport or like my birth certificate or nothing like that. Because, you know, I keep all my important documents together. So I look through my shit and I'm like, okay, cool. Everything's still here. Gucci. Then I had to check on my fucking laptop because I'm like, bitch, if you broke this shit, it's up and it's stuck. I'm calling the police on your ass. You dumbass nigga. Anyway, so all my shit was there, and I'm trying so hard not to, not to laugh. I'm just skidding and grinning because, like, for real, I had just told the Lord, I said, ooh, I'm so tired of sneaking around. I'm so sick and tired of sneaking around, Jesus, like. And then he was like, watch this, you ain't got to sneak no more. Because he put me out. He said, how dare you go find out the truth for yourself. Get out. Oh, he just don't know how much truth I know. And I do have the receipts. I most certainly do have the receipts. I love a good receipt. And it's legal too because he gave me access to that phone. Instead of being petty and not trying to pay my phone bill, he gonna give me the second phone he don't use like that. Okay, well, thank you for giving me access to this motherfucker because I'm sure gonna go through it. And that's how I found out what I found out. And then I still have my phone bill paid. Even though he didn't pay it, he was mad as fuck when that bitch started ringing. And you can't tell the truth to save your motherfucking life. And he was just mad. When you a liar and a fucking narcissist or have narcissistic traits, because he's a boomer and they come from the me generation. Very narcissistic generation. Okay, that's just a statistical fact. So you think you know everything and you think that you got me beat because you've been on the earth more rotations than me. And it's like, nigga, if you didn't learn none of your lessons, and I'm consistently making sure that I learn my lessons, how the fuck is you gonna beat me? You just an old lonely dog. On borrowed time, knocking on death's door. You taking pills and shit to keep that heart going. If you didn't lie so much, you wouldn't have so much stress. I know that blood pressure higher than a motherfucker because he stay eating potatoes and gravy, mashed potatoes and gravy, fried chicken and shit. Bitch, you got high blood pressure. So that's okay because in a minute his ass gonna be, well, let me not say that. Anyways, that's what happened around this particular poem. Oh, and might I add, when all this shit went down and I was like moving my stuff and stuff like that, it was between like midnight and 1 o'clock in the morning. This nigga put me out in the middle of the night. Oh my god, I didn't give a fuck. And it was so funny because this old nigga was like, literally the day before, he was like, oh, I would never put you out. I know if I put you out, you're gonna be on the street, you don't have nowhere to go. I have daughters, I would never do that. Any nigga who say I got daughters, I wouldn't want nobody to do that to them. Oh, he a lie. Yeah, I got daughters lie. You got daughters because you a raggedy motherfucker. And that's your karma. You have 3 adult girl children, and then you have this little boy, and what it's giving, Miss Carr, I'm not gonna say her first name, but Miss Carr don't fuck with you at all. Yeah. So even though you got that son, you got to deal with another woman, very karmic. And I was his karma via the last poem, very much so his karma, because he's mad he couldn't trick me. He's mad because I found out the truth, and he's mad because he was in my motherfucking way, and I rolled his big ass out my fucking way. Okay, big round fucking big ass fucking stomach, flat back with rolls up underneath his fucking shoulder blades like he got titties. Bitch. Old miserable bald bitch smoking fucking Newports back to back and go look me in the face, talk about some, oh, I gotta stop. Bitch, I don't give a fuck if you smoke yourself to death. That's your business. The fuck, I'm not coming to your funeral. That's between you and your children. who may or may not all know each other, but who will find out about each other on the day of your funeral. The fuck? And that's if anybody planned one for you. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get into this poem. I got the connection he didn't want to give. He said, you gotta get the fuck out. I was ready to leave anyway. I got exactly what I needed. The shit you was trying to block me from receiving, but you ain't got no real clout. That's why you was cursing me out, calling me stupid. Wrong word, stupid nigga. I'm ruthless, unapologetic. He know I don't give a fuck. Broke ass ain't got no money, but swearing your pockets are chubby. You go ahead with all that lying. Nobody believes you. And yes, I am nobody. The motherfucker you tried to play, and now you're mad as fuck things didn't go your way. That meeting I told him he wasn't invited to, that was the last straw for that fat head lonely ass nigga. Cause he knows I know the whole truth. Got his blood pressure going through the roof, chest hurting, talking mad shit. But I got everything I needed, so I'm lit. Lydiana in this bitch. I don't give a fuck. So, yeah. I'm finna write another poem. I'm finna hit pause, and I'm about to write another poem because I got something to get off of my chest. I got something to say, but I want to hit you with the poem first, and then give the explanation. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hit pause real quick, and I'm gonna write this shit up, and then I'm gonna read it and give y'all the explanation, because this shit right here don't have nothing to do with me getting put out in the He said, get your shit, get out, bitch. It don't got nothing to do with that bald head nigga that's mad. Oh my god. Anyways. This poem is called Since You Won't Stop, I'ma Start. And here we go. You punk ass non-dressing bitch, scary hoe. You should fucking know how lucky you are. Cause I was definitely hoping I'd run into you. All you do is copy people's style. And you stay looking a mess. Can't even recreate the fits you see on the daily. You miserable bitch. Just mad because your face card gives hard not life. Trying to do shit to people out of spite, but we both know you don't want to fight. Stay out of sight. That shade of blonde doesn't match your skin. Over there looking like a half melted strawberry shortcake. You thought you ate. And I just want you to take that fucking pink shit off. Fucking up my favorite color. I'd love to beat your ass like no other, but she don't want it with Big Worm. I had to come up out the perm. Now I'm on my dreadhead bullshit. Should have just caught the fair one. Still looking a fucking mess, and you just got your hair done. You better quit, cause your nigga wanna hit. Don't make me bust all over his shit. Bitch. Raggedy hoe. So this is how it started, right? I was cool with this other girl that's like real cool with Renee. And one day, this bitch got real comfortable because the girl that I was cool with got moved to a different shift. And Renee stayed on the shift she stayed on. And she got a little comfortable popping her shit and making jokes that wasn't really jokes and shit. So, you know, I got to a point where I was like, you know what, let me stop coming up to the counter and just talking to y'all. Like, I be high and bored. Okay, so I would just walk up to people and talk their ear off if they let me. I would talk to you for an hour or two, just bored as fuck, high as hell, just talking shit and cracking jokes, because I ain't got nothing else better to do. If I did, I'd be doing it. So I would do that all the time. But then she started making these comments, and I was like, you know what, bitch? You know what, bitch? You gon' go ahead. So it was one day I had these mosquito wipes, right? And the girl I was in the room with at the time, she had gave it to me. I told her about my sensitive skin, and she was like, oh, well, you should try these mosquito wipes. They were like Dr. Teal's or whatever. I think it's like the same brand that make that melatonin sleepy time bath shit. That doctor. And so when I had put it on, that shit was really working because it had a very strong smell to it. It wasn't like a bad smell, or it made me stink, but it had a very strong smell to it, and it was oily. So, it kept them mosquitoes off me, because mosquitoes fuck me up, baby. They fuck me up. I'm trying to tell you, if you sitting next to me and mosquitoes normally bite you, they're not gonna bite you, they're gonna bite me. You will just attract them over there, but they're all gonna bite me. Okay? So that's the one thing I really hate about about New York, because in California you got mosquitoes, but they don't bite you. They don't bite you, and they sure as hell don't bite me. Anyways, so I had these fucking wipes, right? And there was this boy at the time, slow talking, slow walking bitch, and he always had his chest out, getting spicy with the females. And I'm just like, first of all, you're not even an employee of the shelter. You work for a third party. That's number one. Number two, you get real quiet around these other niggas. When it get confrontational, you might say a little bit, but in the end, you end up sitting down and shutting the fuck up. So why on God's green earth do you always got to get loud and jump in people's face and start arguments and get other people involved and all this other bitch shit? He always doing some bitch shit. Like, he set this girl up that I know, she was real cool. He set her up to get her fired, and he elected other people to do it. Like, you're dumb as fuck. You're dumb as fuck, and he stayed telling on people, and he can't write. Motherfucker's illiterate. Anyways, I just don't like him. Anyway, he was like, you got to open your little purse or whatever, and they check your little stuff. So the mosquito wipes were sitting on top. He go like this, he looked, and then he walked off. But I guess he, the little thing caught his eye, so he came back and he was like, oh, you can't have these. And I'm like, these aren't baby wipes. You don't put them in the toilet. I'm like, you see right here it says mosquito. So he get to doing all of this. I asked one of the security guards, could he hold it for me? And he was like, well, I'm leaving in 30 minutes, so I don't know what this motherfucker gonna do with it when I leave. Okay, cool, valid. So I go up to the front desk, and I'm like, yo, can y'all hold this for me? Mind you, there is a space for them to hold the shit that we're technically not supposed to have upstairs, because the mosquitoes don't bite me in the building. So I don't give a damn if they upstairs, downstairs. I'm gonna just grab them on my way up, give them back to you on my way up. Inconvenient, but doable, right? This bitch had the nerve to look me in my face and go, I'm not holding that for you, Masai. I'm keeping it. It's mine. And I'm like, what do you mean? You could just put this in the back. Like, she was like, I'm not holding it for you. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. She's talking to me like when I was in my Miss Johnson days, telling the kids that if they don't put that damn phone away, it's going to be mine. Who the fuck are you talking to, you ignorant bitch? Who are you talking to? Because out of the friend group that I know that you have, there's one that graduated from college, two that dropped the fuck out, and bitch, I don't think you even had the cojones to enter a college classroom, you ignorant, small-minded bitch. Who the fuck are you talking to? It's very much giving that vibe. I'm not one to go back and forth and argue with bitches for a long time, because I'm going to hit you in your shit. That happens every time. Every time we're going to be going back and forth, and I'm going to just whoop. It's either that, or I feel like a little shake coming over me, and that's the Lord catching me right before I punch over this desk, and I will just walk away. I just turn and walk away. Like, let me get out of here before I start hitting people, So we're going back and forth. She says she not going to hold it. So I grabbed the fucking pack of mosquito wipes, went over to the trash can, threw it down as hard as I could in that bitch. Very much getting, oh, it's yours? Well, come get it out the trash hole. And I threw it down in there as hard as possible because I wanted to hit the bottom. Because you're going to have to dig your hand all the way in that fucking trash can to get that shit, bitch. You trying to steal from me. Y'all not supposed to keep shit that we got at the shelter. Nothing. You're not supposed to keep it. Even if we leave it there, y'all supposed to throw that shit away. And you gonna look me in my face and tell me you gonna keep my shit? Okay. And then these other hoes is just standing there just looking at her, not saying shit. And I'm like, y'all are employees too. You know what she's saying is wrong as fuck. You know what she's saying is against policy rules. And they just standing there looking dumbfounded. But if I was to reach over that table and knock that bitch every which way, I'd be wrong. So ever since then, I was like, you know what, bitch, just don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Because when the girl that I was cool with was around, you never did none of this. You never had no disrespect, no nothing. Because the one time you did get testy with me, I snitched on you to her and she checked you real quick. Real quick. Okay? And then when I said, hey, and you tried to act like you didn't hear me one time in front of her, she was like, oh, you didn't hear me saying hi to you? Oh, hey, yeah. But then as soon as she off the shift, now you want to play games. Now you want to get bold and shit. Oh my God. So after that, I just, you know what? I'm going to just pull my energy all the way back. Because, bitch, you being too disrespectful. We done built up to a point where you the disrespect is to the motherfucking left and right round this bitch. And then I'm like, you know what? Because I'm already in this fucked up situation. I'm trying to get out. All this other stressors, X, Y, and Z. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to just stop interacting with this bitch before I hit her. Well deserved. So I just stopped interacting with the girl. And at first she was kind of just looking at me like, you still mad? You still mad? I don't fuck with her at all. I don't fuck with her at all. I just didn't say nothing to her because the disrespect was too great and it was on the incline. Baby, I had to cut that off. So she was basically upset because I was not fucking talking to her no more. I don't give a damn what's going on. Okay? And she the type of bitch that like to be quiet when she by herself. But if you're having a conversation with another staff member, she will hop into that shit. Okay, so I'm about to read y'all this last little poem. It's actually going to be a part of my new book series that's coming out. It's called They Said Poem Series. And this is the first volume in the series. So series volume 1. And yeah, so this is one of the songs. And I mean, this is one of the poems. And this poem is literally based off of like one of the things that they do in the shelter is really fucked up is they'll have like this thing of water, right? Like, you know, one of the ones where you pull the knob and blah blah blah. Okay, they'll have that, but then they'll be like, oh, you can't fill up your water bottle jug. It's fucking 4 or 5 floors in this bitch. Some people stay on the 5th floor and you want them to not carry a jug upstairs. What if they gotta use the bathroom in the middle of the night, or they thirsty, or what the fuck ever? You know what I mean? What if they wake up in the morning and they thirsty? You gotta walk down 5 flights of steps or buy your own fucking water, which is fucked up. Like, the water y'all don't pay for, you order it 60 at a time. What you need to be fucking doing is ordering more water, not waiting for the water to be gone completely and then order it. Bitch, when we on the last couple of bottles, order that shit. The niggas don't be doing their job and they want to fuss at you. So anyways, they always upset about the amount of water you drink. And this summer, they was being evil. Because how the fuck it ain't no air conditioning in this bitch and you mad about my water intake? Now, water is life for me. This is my jug. And I always keep a big jug, but I be losing them. So this is like my 3rd one. Whew. Anyway, this is like my 3rd one. So they already know I'm coming with the jug anyway. They even put a sign up. Oh, you got to use the cups that we give. We can't do all of that. So one time I went and I grabbed the cups and I just kept filling it up and walking over to my jug in the room and going in a little TV room and coming back. And then they got upset about that. I said, what? You told me I had to take this cup and fill it up. I couldn't fill up my jug. So what's the problem? Oh, it's the same thing. Like, girl, shut the fuck up. You know how evil it is for you to be complaining about fucking homeless people drinking water? It's not like y'all keep juice and soda in here for these bitches who don't drink water. No, only thing that's really in here for real consistently is water, so everybody's gonna drink it. And that irritates me because I'm a water girly. I drink water most of the time. I'm drinking water. I can go all day for 2, 3, 4 weeks or whatever and never taste no juice. Excuse me. Unless I'm drinking, you know. So it really irritated me because it's like, bitch, I keep water on me. They be always complaining about the water. And I'm just like, how the fuck can you be complaining about us drinking this water when it's heat waves and no fucking AC? No fucking AC. Just some cheap ass fans. They just do nothing but push the hot air around. It was fucking miserable in there. Look, again, all I got is water. How your pussy tastes like water but you don't drink none? Your pussy tastes like cheap ass, chalky ass Hawaiian punch. Your pussy is only good for a mixer. At this point, I bet it ain't no fixer. Magical or medical elixir to restore that poor cat back to its original state. Pungent. Fuming. I can't help but make an unpleasant face when I'm too close to your body. Only Lord knows if it's been washed. Hopefully you can now understand why I'm lost. Girl, your pussy and your bonnet stink. The fuck? You think water tastes nasty and you don't eat vegetables or fruit without sugar. You can't tell the difference between bottled and tap water. How are you somebody's daughter? I'm thoroughly confused. You smell too bad for me to be amused. So I'll ask one more time, loud and clear. How does your pussy taste like water but you don't drink none? Ooh. Okay, so yeah. Okay, yeah. This is one more. This is also from my soon to be released mini series called They Said Poem Series. This is more so like okay, this one for real, if I could pinpoint it, I'm talking about one boyfriend from high school and the people that I have dealt with. One person in high school and a couple of people that I wanted to hunch on in college, because one boy told me, and I was so mad too. He told me, he was like, Masai, you just real cool, like, you just my friend and I don't want to mess up the friendship. And I was like, alright, man, whatever. I was mad as fuck. I'm like, man, I'm trying to get me some. I'm trying to bust it down. I'm trying to see what's up. That nigga was swinging dick and did not want to swing none my way. I was what? I was so upset about that. But anyway, and then there's been like a couple other people that have like flirted with me or that I had dealt with while I was in college and stuff like that, and have come back around. Every time you post something on the gram, looking good, looking thick, whatever, you always get people flooding your DMs with shoulda, coulda, wouldas. And so this is to everybody who did one of those shoulda, coulda, wouldas to me at some point, or anybody who's thinking about it, any male. I mean, I only say male because I don't like women, unfortunately, because if I did, I wouldn't be dealing with you raggedy males. But anyways, so this is all like the dudes who liked me and never pursued it, or whatever we had wasn't that serious, or whatever. Those type of people, I want you to know that, like, when you see me post something now, for those of you who haven't DM me, don't say nothing to me. Don't say nothing to me, because the person who I am now is not the person that you knew. Okay? I know we share the same face and I know I'm thicker. But with age and true effort comes evolution. And I have evolved too many times over to even be compared to the young lady, and I really mean like young lady that I was, as inexperienced as I was. I'm not any of those things anymore. So the person that you romanticize in your head is not me. So again, the person that I am now wouldn't even look your way, not for 1 minute. So I would make it awkward on purpose so you would leave. So yeah, that's what this is about. Um, Again, the poem is called I'm Not the Same. This is for all the boys who have regret when they think of me, of what could have been, of how I look compared to back then. I am not that little girl who prances through your memories. I am not on that type of time. I don't even think the same. My face is familiar, but I'm a stranger. It's dangerous over here. Well, for you it is. You should be aware. Everything about me has evolved. I won't solve anything. I am not the missing link. I am not the right decision you should have made. I can't fix shit. Honestly, I'll break you even more. Fuck you up way more than before. Don't romanticize me. I don't want you. I don't think of you. I don't miss you. You're not a missed opportunity to me. I'm glad you're not a mistake. Something I will have to erase, pretend was never there. Even though my face is familiar, I am a stranger. And it's dangerous over here. Well, for you it is. All right. Ooh, some good shit. I barely lit this too. Let me put this out. Yes, that's my big jug of water. All right.